Alright, this is a flow skate, but not a regular Joe skate. It was an extraordinary day today in lovely downtown Toronto. So yes, welcome, skatey people of planet Earth. Today I initially planned to go out for a purposeful practice, find a flat area and just practice some, basic fundamental wizard stuff. But once I started skating, I just wanted to stay in the flow. I wanted to explore Toronto and enjoy this beautiful day. So this curb crawling is some of the most satisfactory stuff I get going on and off curbs. And then I slow the flow down. I don't know why. I hate it when I have a really good section and then I peter out. No exclamation mark at the end of that section, unfortunately. So back on some very smooth pavement here, in a place I generally pass by and I don't stop to skate on. And yes, the satiny finish. A strangely wide expanse for being right in the middle of Toronto. A great place to practice my crossovers, and crossovers do figure heavily in my session today, as do people. So some fun experiences and conversations with some randos and watchers of my channel.
I'm on the endless as well, 4x100s.
Oh, I love endless.
Yeah.
Are you a wizard or city?
No, just city. Trying to be like you, man.
Don't do that. I'm here with Ego, fellow Toronto skater.
What's good? Nice one.
We're gonna make it the spot.
And yes, back to this curb crawling thing. I wish I would have stayed a little lower and on a straighter line, skating over that curb like it wasn't even there, but this was fun. And this road here, fairly fast material, very slight downhill till about the end here, but it's so imperfect. It's very tough to get a regular rhythm on such a broken road. And lots of little corridors in downtown Toronto to explore. This is like the middle of a weekend, a place where there's a ton of entertainment, restaurants, and big venues. And I still have room. I really enjoy all the room I have in Toronto, especially compared to what it's like skating in Europe. I do appreciate what I have. I don't take it for granted, so maybe I do, I don't know. I'm saying that to make my European friends feel better. He does not know what he has got. Is he pig? That's my basic European accent. It's an amalgamation of a few different countries. Very French heavy, though. So the Insta360 gives me this luxury to zoom up close to me, get wide shots, go into my skates. I didn't do any forward-facing shots today because of the sun. But yes, I love choosing my angle afterwards. It's kind of like a video game. I don't get it right on the first time because I'm standing there with my phone following myself skating. So I'm turning and bobbing and weaving in my living room like I would when I'm skating to a certain degree. And sometimes I capture a nice sequence and I think I can do better, and I do it all over again. So there is some gamemanship to it. I don't have to have missed runs. I can do an auto track thing, but I like the way it looks when I do it myself. close-ups just make the skyline, those towers of light, look so epic. So here's a sequence I like just because of the buildings in the background, but they're a bit washed out. It felt like a very golden, light-filled corridor here, but it's a little on the bright side. You can't really tell. But you can see it glowing behind me. So that's a 7 because the front wheel was about 3 inches away. Guess you could argue that was an 8, though. I don't want to be hard on myself just to make a point. So in the valley of the stairs, and I do this little sequence here before. I've done it before, but this one strung together quite smoothly. I was very happy with it. This is my favorite drop stop spot in the city. I think it's where I refined it. So I did ask if I could do a little flyby. I wasn't creeping on these photog model. I told them I'd had a people-filled day and I wanted to get a shot of them, and they were really cool about it. Until...
Sure. How you doing, man?
But skating is not allowed here.
Okay, I'm gonna go then. Thanks, man. Take care.
So there's absolutely nothing I can do in this situation. I could be defiant and skate for another 10 minutes. I could tell him to call the police, and he's not going to want to. I could be a little resentful and say, oh, shucks. Yeah, I'm from Happy Days. I could be like, oh, shit, man, why you got to be like that? And make him feel like shit. But today I was in a pretty good mood. And I want to be the guy that makes friends with somebody who kicks him out. I know some of the London skaters will actually ask a security guard to take a picture of them before they leave. They'll be like, oh, okay, we're going to leave. Could you take a picture of us though, mate? I added mate there because it's London. But, yeah, I completely believe this because that London crew just has so much energy, enthusiasm, and I could see them winning over the most difficult of security guards. That's a great idea. Oh, before I go, could you put some lotion on my back? No, photo's better. Taking this very sensibly because I cracked the gate open a little bit. They had closed it off, and to that I said nay. But I closed it up afterwards. I love that ramp. A very early wizard attempt that's a little sharper now. Thanks for your encouragement, wizard community. This old warlock is coming along. Oh, this sucks. I almost deleted it. I'm actually dragging it out now because I forgot I deleted it. Sometimes I want to include a fall, and then I think people only know how shitty you are if you demonstrate it. So don't demonstrate failing on something so fundamental as this. And yeah, I almost turfed it there. I almost landed on my ass. I simply didn't absorb enough at the bottom. I didn't get myself low enough. The bottom. I like to start tall and get lower as I go through the stairs. So I'm going to cut it a little bit more. It's not going to be true flow. I did show you a fair amount of longer lines, but I'm going to close it out here with some shorter segments. Well, this one's kind of short. Again, I'm moving from the business district here into the entertainment district, and it's still empty. Well, ish. People are so well spaced here. I love a good power stop on a regular Joe road. You have to be switched on for the tracks, driving your feet across every piece of metal and going on a bit of a slant across them. Never almost parallel. And you can tell I'm gearing up for another power stop, and it was alright. A little over-rotated. And this will be my last skate in the micro. I've got my new skate. I'm announcing it soon. You could probably guess if you look at my Instagram account exactly what it is. It's kind of out in the open there, but I can't wait to ride it. So, yes, let's cue a little music for a nice sentimental ending for the fun, playful people of Toronto. That was dope.
It's right there in our soul.